Hello guys, my name is Vitaly, I'm an architect. Welcome to my YouTube channel about architects' work. And today I'd like to show you the first part of my new video where I'll create a floor plan and facade sketches through my iPad. Maybe someone says that it is not necessary skill for modern architect. I don't agree. If you don't have a special gadgets right here, right now, your tablet could be a good solution, you know? For instance, nowadays I'm in Turkey in Side City. This is an old historical place on the seashore that inspired me to make this video. As for me, for some architects, it is able to become a main tool for the creating something new and interesting in architecture. I decided to make this video because last time I was searching something new and funny for my profession. You've already seen a few pictures with the facades and floor plan in the beginning of this video. It's been designed with 3 applications: Formit, RenoPlan and Procreate. I've started from idea of the future barn house. This is a popular kind of private residential house in Europe. Simple plan with symmetrical form of the pitch roof, clean minimalistic design with a big window facing to the courtyard. The first logical step of my work is a floor plan. You see, I'm using RenoPlan application. It is useful for quick making a rooms with appropriate dimensions. For instance, my first room is a living room 6.5 by 8.5 meters. It should be spacious and light. Be careful about outer walls. These are bearing walls, and they have to be insulated, also be covered facade material. All of this required appropriate thickness. In my case, it should be at least 40 centimeters. It is very important but perennial question you have to calculate before design. Partitions are 12 centimeters, the half of the one brick, and inner bearing walls are 30 centimeters. Next part of my work, of my attention, is entrance zone with technical room, toilet and storage. After this, I've started to create a living zone, which consolidate 3 bedrooms and 2 bathrooms. One of them is a master bedroom. Okay. A time for putting the windows. On the back side, I want to have big panoramic window which occupies whole wall. Right now I want to finish a big living room after windows. I should add a kitchen zone, a storage room. Of course, I shouldn't forget about windows and doors. This is a technical routine, you know, when you create something technical with appropriate dimensions, with technical parameters, you should be careful and think about every detail in your project. Decks will have a height about 15 or 20 centimeters. I will decide it later. Entrance deck and second one. You shouldn't forget about construction elements of your house. My big window requires pillars because there should be a frame, you know. On my floor plan, I'm doing the gaps with the same size. It means a future concrete columns in my project. At least there will be a concrete frame as a backbone of this house. The last manipulation with a kitchen zone and backyard decking. I think you see, as I deleted extra walls of the kitchen zone, this is the main principle of working this program. Okay. As a result, I have a total floor area about 226 square meters. A good comfortable size for family life in this house. One-story house is more comfortable than two-story. I think you guess about that. But it requires a bigger piece of land. Few doors for exit to courtyard decking. For a big window of the living room, I want to use a sliding doors. That is why there are not door symbols. And a few total sizes. It will be useful in the next step. Well, my friends, the next step is 3D modeling. For this goal, I use a Formit application. This is a good rapid tool for architectural modeling and a good communication with a BIM technology. First of all, I place my floor plan on the surface of this program. I've already done it. And what I need to do, upload it inside this application. Scale it and prepare for extrude the model. I've created a rectangular surface as a base for the model. Then I've cut it inside and get the surface for the walls. Okay. This white rectangular is a main of the future floor plan and model. Okay, this is a small test of extruding procedure. Okay, 2 decks. But it's not enough. I should place a windows on my plan. I'm gonna shift my substrate for seeing window symbols. The same way, I've placed all my openings as a windows and doors. Totally, for the sketch it's not necessary to draw all walls, partitions and openings. There should be only outer ones. It is not so easy. A bit difficult to control every window, every size of a window and outdoors. Okay, but it should be similar with the plan. And finally, after these manipulations, I push up my walls. Yes, first wall, second one, etc. I'm doing it by stylus, a very useful tool for sketching, you know, as if you have a multi-tool pencil, brush and even tweezers. During this step, I'm gonna think about vertical sizes. It's time to switch on an imagination and work with proportions. The piece of wall below windows and above windows should be measured. I'm designing a contemporary building, you know, and have to use non-traditional solutions as regular or symmetrical windows. That is why my windows have a distinguishes and different proportions. It helps to create wonderful, interesting form. In the not living rooms, as a technical room or kitchen, there are not strict requirements about proportions and it allows me to be bolder. This is a very important step to calculate the room height. For such houses, I can give you a piece of advice to do it at least 3 meters, because here is a so spacious living room and it needs an air and natural light. As this house has a barn style, I'll shape it with a higher pitch roof. It'll have 30 degrees of the slope. After I've created the gable, I push it along the house. The form is ready. There will be work with the details only. After roof I should build a construction for chimney and vertical duct. Earlier, I've already thought about it, and now I should push it up above a roof. Okay, behind this detail it needs a small pitch roof for water drainage. The reason is clear. We have to protect all subtle pieces of the project. I think you've already paid attention that I've switched on a shadow for appreciated form of my house. Shadows help to image how it'll look in reality. Appearance could be changed by reality, you know? A lot of houses look better in the project than they were in reality. There are a lot of reasons to analyze it. For example, the size of the piece of land, climatic zone, direction of the sun rays, etc. I'm convinced that every architect should know about it. Right now, I am modeling it with the frames and glass. Always, the windows will be darker than environment. That is why I've painted a glass with a dark gray color. Okay. Making a next window. By the way, in this moment, I thought about proportions. I had some doubts about it, about height, and I've decided to fix it. In other words, I resized these windows to up. All of them. And last one window in my model. The interesting question about the construction of the biggest window in the zone of courtyard. I could do this as a small fragments between columns, although it is not contemporary solution. You see it. I assumed that it will be unique glass element which will be attached on the surface of the facade. The same dark color and transparency effect. Anyway, the roof is not completed. I decided to use a blue iron sheets as a covering material. That is why it needs a correct form. I mean a vertical seam. It's not difficult to make it and multiplicate in this application. Well, this is the last step of my modeling. I am painting my model with different textures. After I've chosen picture for timber decking, I decided to change it. Yes, it happened. Because this one pretty much yellow, and later I'll change it for the gray wood. Because gray wood more stylish. Okay, the time for a paving material. By the building rules, I decided to paint zone around the house as a paving. It is necessary for saving a foundation, because it kind of defends against the water. It should be 1 meter for this kind of the building. And well, this is the end of the first part of this video. During the next part, you'll see my experiment with Procreate. I'll create a picturesque facades and floor plan. And in the end of the next video, I'll show you the project after this sketch. It should be interesting. See you!